Dad says not to talk to strangers.
I'm too friggin' slow to join the Minutemen.
Whatever you're gonna ask,
Hey there.
I don't know anything
You'll
about.
find I'm very persistent.
Do I know you?
No, but you got my attention by poking your nose into my business. Specifically by shooting up a place called Parsons State Insane Asylum. A place that happens to be owned by my boss.
I shoot up a lot of places. I can't remember them all.
The guards sure remember you. The ones that are still breathing. But I don't hold any of that against you. Part of the cost of doing business these days. I took the trouble of tracking you down because I'm always looking for people that can handle themselves in dangerous situations. Seems like you may fit the bill.
I don't mind danger, so long as I get paid well enough.
You will be well paid. I can promise you that. By the way, I'm Edward Deegan. You'll mostly be working for me, but you'll need to talk to my boss first. His name is Jack Cabot. He likes to personally interview everyone I hire. He's careful like that. Come down to Cabot House in Beacon Hill and ask to talk to Jack. I'll let him know you're coming.
Oh no. Whatever it is, keep it to yourself. Better that way.
Careful with them tools now. Damn near lost a finger last time I tried.
Very clever.
Yes?
Hey, Carla.
You again. Here to trade?
Let's see what you have.
Here's what I got.
place gives
Go
me
away. I told you to go away.
Let me in. Edward Deegan asked me to come here.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in. Come on. Let's go meet the boss.
What is this place?
Better to let Jack answer that. Come on. Jack, the new gal is here.
One moment. I just have to...
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
What is this place?
This is my ancestral home. The Cabots have always lived here, since long before the Great War. If you're asking what we're still doing here, with Boston in its current sad state, well, that's a story for another time, perhaps.
Edward said you needed to talk to me before he hired me?
Yes, Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh?
The stuff in here's older than you, Blue.
Please, have a seat. Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
Are you talking about aliens? UFOs and little green men?
No, that's all popular hysteria. I doubt any of it has any basis in fact. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
That's really interesting.
You're not buying this hooey.
I'm glad to hear you say that. It's become my life's work. My approach is to combine a rigorous scientific method while keeping an absolutely open mind. So much has been closed off to us simply because people assumed they already knew the answers. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even. Clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell her what I need her to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending her to look for the missing shipment.
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired. Congratulations.
What was all that about?
Don't worry about it for now. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. You know the old insane asylum you shot up? Parsons? There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
For starters, what's this package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. That's all you need to know. You should start at Parsons. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
I have some questions.
Shoot.
What's this missing package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. That's all you need to know. You all set then?
How did this package go missing?
The courier got there and picked up the package just fine, but never got back here. Could be simple bad luck, or it could be a deliberate ambush. That's why I'm sending you. It's important that you recover the missing package. Are we good here?
Why does Jack have people guarding an old insane asylum?
I don't mind you asking questions, as long as you don't mind me not answering them. If it was important to what I was asking you to do, I'd tell you. In this case, it isn't. Anything else?
Nothing else.
Okay. They're expecting you over at Parsons, so you'd better get going.
This place is off limits. You'd best move along.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new girl. So this package. Pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
Who are these guys? Raiders?
Sure. Assholes with guns. Though it's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Kinda like they're scouting this place or something. I don't like it. I'm glad you're gonna finally get rid of them.
Huh, you know the story of this one? We'll all start to run together after a while.
What the fuck was that?
hear that?
Here's trouble!
You promised you'd share. How do I get stuck with whiny little punks like you? What do you think of this? Waste of ammo.
Down. Better in our hands anyway.
It's not acceptable. Imogene is missing and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
So did you find out what happened to the courier?
She is missing and I want her found. What else is Edward for if not to keep the family safe?
Mother, Edward has better things to do than sending someone out to find Imogene. Again.
I can't bear to think what might be happening to
The
Imogene
stuff in
right
here
now.
is
I'm
older
not
than
going
you,
to have
Blue.
Edward drop everything just because Imogene decided to take a lover again.
Jack,
Did you not
how
off,
dare
or
you
what?
speak so disrespectfully about your sister? Imogene is out there somewhere.
When do I
maybe
get
with
paid?
an idea
We'll
of
get to
Imogene,
that.
and you don't even
First,
care.
I need to know what happened to the courier.
Go, please.
Some raiders set up camp near Parsons and ambushed him. I took care of them.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
If she chooses to go off without telling anyone, that's her business.
What's so important about this serum?
You're getting paid to follow orders. Your orders were to get it back. That's all you need to worry about.
There was only this one vial left.
Oh, good. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of it back. Here's your pay for the job. I'm throwing in a little bonus for bringing back the serum. That was good work. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
Mother, will you let it go, please?
If your father were here, he'd send someone to find Imogene.
We've been over this, Mother.
Imogene is out there somewhere, maybe even lying dead in a ditch, and you don't even care!
I'm not Imogene's babysitter.
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogene.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, here's all we got back of the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, good. Finally. This will help settle Mother down.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Sounds like a piece of cake.
I don't know where she's gone, but I can give you a place to start. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor. That's a jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
What if she doesn't want to come home?
Obviously, as one of the family, you can't just knock her in the head and drag her home by her heels. Usually, by the time I send someone after her, she's gotten bored with the whole thing and is ready to come home. I'm sure you'll think of something. You're supposed to be resourceful, remember?
I just can't bear to think what might have happened to poor Imogen.
Hi.
I can't believe how callous Jack can be about his sister.
Need a place to stay? Try Hotel Rexford.
In case you're wondering, the Diamond City radio signal comes in loud and clear here in Good Neighbor.
Better keep your iron strapped on.
Man,
Friendly
he got
advice.
good.
What, you need something to take the edge off? Fred out.
Hey, pal.
Hotel Rexford.
Hello.
I'll look you up.
Let's see what you've got.
I got all sorts of stuff.
Stay free,
Hey.
sister.
Sweet pit boy, sister. Hold on to that. Running from something? Welcome home. What, you dry? Head over to the third rail. Yeah? Looking for a weapon?
So, what kinds of weapons do you have?
Here's what I've got.
Hey.
Point the way. Hey.
Might stop by the memory den later. There was this girl a few months ago. Man, oh man. Wouldn't mind seeing those curves again.
「
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
See you looking round the corner. Come on inside.
What? Another one of you mercs looking for McCready? He's in the back room.
God, I love this song.
Looks like we got another freak just won't fit anywhere else.
'Cause we're all a little strange in here. Have you got a history that needs
Excuse me.
You stepped through the gate. You got balls.
Did you come in just for the
Boy,
beer and
we got beer.
cigarettes?
If you ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! Gal, what's a word?
Well, what's the matter, sweetheart? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I've never heard that song before. Who wrote it?
I did. Everything I sing is an original. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Ah, of course. It's those powerful muscles of yours. My, I could get used to looking at those. So what brings a woman like you to my part of town?
What do you think?
We're all trying to forget something, are we? I think you and I are gonna get along. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Emma Jean? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Were you a friend of hers?
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
Do you know where she's gone?
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Emma Jean, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible.
Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this lady here was just looking for Emma Jean. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Emma Jean was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Emma Jean's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Enjoy your stay.
Some motherfucker! You gotta fucking pay for that!
Blue, we're not alone.
Shit!
Ours now.
Here to learn about our movement?
Well, at least we'll be able to see anyone coming in here.
I'm looking for a woman named Emma Cabot. Do you know her?
Oh, Emma, yeah. You'd better talk to Brother Thomas about that.
Hi.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
The whole world is broken.
That's what I used to think. Until I found a way to make a difference. To transform my life. And maybe everyone else's too. We call ourselves the Pillars of the Community. We're a pretty new movement, so you may not have heard of us. But we're growing fast all across the Commonwealth, and you can be part of this exciting future. Step right this way, and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it.
I'm looking for Emma Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Emma Jean is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
What's she doing here? Is she a member of your movement?
Actually, she and I are, you know, romantically involved. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
I'm a friend of the family. Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
Please, have a heart.
Look, the truth is, we had a little, disagreement about her joining the movement. She got kind of violent. So I locked her in there until I could figure out what to do with her. If you're willing to take her off my hands, let me unlock the door for you, and then she's all yours. I've got to warn you.
We're always
She's way
looking for new
stronger than
members.
she looks. It took all of us combined to even get her locked up in there.
Hello, neighbor.
Hey there.
You should talk to Brother Thomas about how to join our movement.
Excuse me.
I hope you decide to become one of the pillars of the community.
She's all yours, neighbor.
You must be Emma-Jean.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
Well, actually it was Edward, but close enough.
Edward, who works for Jack. I know Jack was behind this. He's always trying to control me.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit... younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society, back when there was any.
What happens if you don't get more serum?
Oh, I don't think we need to worry about that. I've gone without a treatment much longer before with no lasting effect.
Actually, there's only one vial of the serum left. Raiders got the rest.
I'd better get home before Mother convinces Jack that she needs all of it. That he could still be such a mama's boy at his age is ridiculous. I'm so disappointed in Thomas. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we came here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Need anything before we go?
No. I didn't bring anything worth taking with me. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Feel like I need to take my shoes off in here.
We don't have anything to talk about.
Welcome.
What the? Guess this is it.
I wonder if this is normal for other jobs. Now where'd they get to?
Back for more, huh?
I can carry something if you need me to.
Edward, switch to single sideband modulating.
Than you, Blue.
Can you hear me? Edward.
Excuse me.
Not now.
Now, how's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in! Edward! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
What happened?
The guards at Parsons called in that they were under attack. Edward went to help. I've only just been able to raise him, briefly. I didn't get much, but it sounds like the situation there is nearly out of control. I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
Where do you get this serum from?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling her all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Exactly what abilities does he have?
Enhanced strength, unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. Oh, and a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. That's why I've built a dampening field into his cell. Which is why we really need to stop these intruders before they turn it off. Hold on, weren't you off looking for Imogene? Did you find her?
I found her. She's fine, by the way.
Oh? Good.
At least there's one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here, I hope that's the right amount. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Why is that so important?
If these intruders have gotten past Edward's men, they may have freed Lorenzo. I'm the only one who understands exactly how to deal with him. Is that clear enough for you?
Got it.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now I really do have to go.
Oh. What do you want?
Ready? Let's go. Just to be clear, under no circumstances can we allow Lorenzo to be freed from Carson. I've lost my father forever. I refuse to let that happen after spending so long trying to cure him. Edward's men seem to have given a good account of themselves, but not good enough, sadly. We need to get to my office. From there, we can see how bad things really are. Okay, stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go.
Parsons.
Door's blocked from the other side.
Even the name
We'll
sounds
have to find a
vaguely.
way around.
Who could do something like that?
Worth the trouble. Look at this place. Nothing but dust and junk.
Oh, it's gonna be worth
Wait,
it.
listen.
Lefty's right about
Get
this
ready.
being where that new juice is coming from. Hell yeah, it's gonna be worth it.
How'd you get any of it anyway? Lefty doesn't even like you.
I cashed in some favors with people who Lefty does like. You just saw because you never got a taste.
You better be right. And Lefty better share it out fair, or it's not just me that's gonna be
Shit.
sore.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Please don't be ferals again.
Hey,
Hey, who's there?
Shit.
Lost her.
You're
Mine
mine
now,
now,
rookie! You or me?
Edward! How badly are you hurt?
I'm not dead yet,
Nice.
but I don't think I can get up.
You kept them from using the elevator?
Yeah. I sent the elevator down to the basement, like you wanted, and shut it down.
Good.
Shot quite a few of them before they decided to leave me alone in here. Haven't seen anybody for quite a while, I think. It's hard to keep track of time.
Are you sure you can't get up? I could really use your help.
Yeah, Jack. I'm pretty damn sure.
Well, then don't worry about it. Me and your friend here will have to take care of things ourselves. They've definitely reached the basement. Although I don't understand how they knew how to get past it. It doesn't matter now. We'll have to go through the abandoned part of the building. It looks like the Adrenaline field is still functioning. Although several of the security doors in the basement have already been breached. We'd better hurry if we want to stop them. They seem determined to reach Lorenzo for some reason.
What exactly is going on here?
I suppose it's time you knew. It's hard to overstate exactly how dangerous the artifact has made Lorenzo. In addition to being homicidally psychotic, he has also gained enhanced strength and unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. He also commands a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. Now, we need to get to the basement before these intruders find a way to set Lorenzo free. Follow me.
Be careful, Jack.
You okay?
You too. Don't worry about me.
What the hell was that?
Wouldn't want to be the one having to clean those windows.
Don't you die on me!
What was that?
Drop dead already.
Blue, we're not alone. Free for the taking.
We never used this wing. Nobody's been in here for decades. There's no telling what we'll run into. What a mess. Let's hope we can find a way through. The utility elevator is on the bottom
Wandering
floor.
through places
Come
like
on.
this is how people end up someone else's dinner.
I don't know, like he ever tells us anything.
Those mercs put up a good fight, huh?
Yeah, not exactly the pushover that we were promised.
Well, fewer people.
I find you.
Thought you could hide?
Come on, we don't have to.
Hear that? Was that you?
Gotta reload sometime,
Must
asshole!
be imagining things.
I'll tell you!
Something's out there.
I'm just getting started.
Playing games with me, huh?
No sign of him now.
This place would give a ghoul nightmares.
Scared, huh? You should be.
This place gives me the willies.
There.
Oh!
Don't have the key. Hey.
If they manage to free Lorenzo before I can stop them, it's not worth thinking about. Kill everyone you see. Don't hesitate. We can't let them release Lorenzo.
This the sort of stuff you normally see in a hospital?
All those assholes upstairs and they still can't stop these clowns from barging in here? Come on, damn you, get that door open.
Those idiots are trying to shut down the Abremlin field. That's the only thing keeping Lorenzo from breaking out of there. We need to get in there and stop them.
Hello, Jack. It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of a personal visit.
Father, I will stop this.
My powers have grown, Jack. The artifact still has so much to teach me. Once I am free, I will be happy to teach
Well,
you
if
too.
anyone could
No, I
figure
can't let
if
you
they
out
can
until I can
destroy it.
remove the artifact. Let me see. Lucifer's balls. They've locked down all the security doors. I'll have to open them one by one from here while you work your way down the hallway. Quickly now.
That's right. You need to shut down the containment field in order to open the door.
Shit, they're breaking through the security doors! Hurry it up!
You've almost got it.
I'm opening the main door.
That's right.
Hurry! The
You need
Abremlin
to
is
shut down the
down.
containment field in order to open the door. That's it. I can feel my strength returning. Now, I will finally be free.
There's still one chance. I just need a moment to enter the failsafe codes. It's not too late. It will take some time for him to regain his powers. We still have a chance to stop him.
Don't listen to my son. He's the crazy one. You know this. Look at what he's done to me.
I built a failsafe into the containment grid. Switch the 4 Abremlin generators to manual override, and I can flood his cell with a lethal dose of Zeta radiation.
Do the right thing. Open this door and let me out.
As soon as you set the Abremlin generators, I can end this. Do not listen to him. This is what he does. Surely you can see that. If you don't set the generators soon, he'll free himself and we're all dead. You fool!
Ah, at long last, you did the right thing. You'll see.
Father, don't do this.
Too late, Jack. Why don't you wait there so that we can have that little chat that's so long overdue?
Get away while you can.
It seems Jack doesn't want to talk to his father. We'll have to kill him, you know. And all the rest of them.
How long have you been locked up in here?
My loving son trapped me here in the year of our Lord 1898, so,
Almost 400 years. I think you were about to agree to helping me kill Jack and the rest of my traitorous kin, yes?
I never agreed to kill anybody.
Why else would you have opened that door? There's only one way forward now. But don't worry, you will be rewarded. What Jack has taken from me, I will bestow upon you freely. The gift of immortality. But first I have some unfinished business to deal with. With your help, I trust. Meet me at Cabot House. I'm sure that's where the rats will congregate. Let's go.
Lost your mind? Why did you release Lorenzo?
Is Lorenzo here yet?
No, of course not, or we'd all be dead already. Now answer the question. Why did you free him?
I wasn't sure who was telling the truth, you or him.
And now he's coming here to kill all of us. Are you satisfied?
This is my fault. I hired this idiot, and she betrayed you.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't just kill you right now.
If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already.
I can see why you like her, Edward. She has such a way with words.
Oh my...
Ah, you're all here. Good.
How did you get in here?
Why so surprised? This is my house, after all. I like what you've done with the place.
Lorenzo, thank God you finally escaped. Jack just wouldn't listen. You know I would never.
You have all betrayed me. Kept me a prisoner and fed off me like vampires to prolong your pathetic, worthless lives. That is now over. Your time is up.
Oh God, no! I always knew we would have to pay eventually. This can't be happening! Oh God, please no!
The stuff in here's older than you, Blue. Free for the taking. No, this doesn't feel like a trap at all.
It could have been a lot worse.
Now do you see? I told you what would happen if Lorenzo got free.
At least nobody died.
That's true. A small miracle, really. And I do realize you didn't have to come back to help us. I only wish I'd been able to find some way to cure my father before it came to this. I still believe that with a little more time, I might have found some way to remove the artifact. But it doesn't matter now.
What now?
I need to bury my father and clean up this mess. I won't be back to Parsons again. Before you go, you did make the right choice in the end. So I feel I owe you something for your help. I think this is fair compensation. I won't be needing your services after this.
You don't need me anymore.
No. Without Parsons to run, I don't think I'll need such an extensive staff.
I think I deserve more than that, after saving you and your whole family.
You're right, you're right. I'm a little muddled at the moment. Let me think. You know, I was so close to understanding the artifact. Now that I can study it directly, I may be able to do something useful with it. Come back in a week or so. All my research may not have been completely in vain.
I don't
Imogene.
understand why
I
he's so
always
angry
knew
at
we
us.
shouldn't be using
It was
the
for his
serum.
own good.
But who could
Did you
resist
see
such
that?
a temptation?
He was going to kill me. Kill all of us.
I guess Jack knew what he was doing, keeping Lorenzo locked up like that.
Don't expect anyone will bother us in here.
You see now that I was right about Lorenzo. Too late, of course.
Hey.
Where to?
Trying to get yourself shot. Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
Buy me some jet. Then I can use the site to help you.